I'm Brad Pomerance. You're watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. We are joined by Tom Brewer. He is a council member in the beautiful city of Torrance. I've recently spent time in Torrance because you have some great soccer fields there. My daughters play soccer. I went to Del Amo Mall.
That's right.
Who knew? I mean, for those of us that live on the west side, we need to get down to the South Bay more. You have a lot down there.
We do.
Just a terrific place. And apparently a lot of surveys agree with what I just said.
Yeah, we have we're one of the safest cities. And the thing that I'm especially proud of is we have one of the best food cities in the country too. So
for foodies, that's good.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Number 6 best mid-sized city for food lovers.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
In the entire nation.
Yep.
How? I mean,
well,
let's name a few restaurants.
Well, they look at the international restaurants you have, and we were the #1 city for international restaurants. We were the one of the top cities for just regular restaurants, and then the thing that really put us in the top was our farmers market.
Right.
We're very proud of the farmers market that we have in our city.
Beer? Best
yeah.
beer city, Los Angeles?
Can you imagine that?
Tell us that. What does that mean?
Well, you know, in the last couple of years, actually probably the last 5 years, we've had a lot of small breweries come into our city. And they're
Micros?
craft brewers. Yeah, craft brewers, microbrewers. And it started about 14 years ago when the Red Car Brewery opened up and they started making their own beer. And since then, we've had 5 other breweries open up in the city. And it's actually become a tourist destination for beer lovers.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Most importantly, though, Torrance continues to be a place for families, continues to be a place for, I guess the best way you can say it, it's a livable place.
That's right.
Explain that.
Well, I think one of the things that's really unique about our city is when they look at the rankings and how they looked at us, we were 33rd out of 100 cities in the country. And
for livability.
For livability. And part of that is based on the participation of the citizens in our city. We have a great volunteer base in the city that really comes in to help out residents and everybody else.
And I don't know if our viewers realize this. Torrance has almost 200,000 residents, is that right?
150,000.
I mean, that's a big city.
It is.
I mean, you know, the state of Wyoming only has 500,000 people. I mean, this is a real city. Is it the largest city in that kind of South Bay cluster?
It is.
Yeah, so and I can see why. So many great places to go, to be, to enjoy. What about crime? Because that always is a concern for some, but I mean, I've never known Torrance to be an issue, but do tell us about crime.
Well, Torrance was just rated 14th in the country out of cities over 100,000 by the FBI as being the safest city. And part of the biggest reason for that is we support our police department and we support our police officers.
So you have your own independent police department? You don't contract with the sheriff's department, for example?
Yes, we have our own police department.
And so how does that play?
Well, you know, one of the nice things about having your own police department is the police officers live in your city. And they patrol the city, they know who lives there, they know what's suspicious and what's not. And the biggest part of it too is that with our citizens, if they see something, they say something. That's the motto of our police department. If you see something, say something, and they do.
So how do you continue to maintain this kind of mid-city charm? Because 150, you're starting to get a little big, but not too big. But it's a tough balance.
Well, part of it is that we're actually a built-out city. There's not much more you can put into our city.
No infill.
Well, you could do some infill, but we haven't started doing that. There's not a lot of lots that you could do that on. So that's kind of why we're staying under 150,000 really.
And Del Amo looks like it's going through some renovations.
It is, yes.
Phenomenal.
We figure by the holiday season of 2015, it'll be finished.
I get it. I get why people go there. His name is Tom Brewer. He is a council member in the beautiful South Bay city of Torrance, California. My name is Brad Pomerance, and I want to thank you so much for watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.